Tyson, when you say that there is a new offense, what does that mean? Like,
That
dumb it down like crazy for me.
Yeah, that just means that we had a offensive coordinator last year who had his own shit that he installed and made us run, and he
Uh-huh.
got fired. He got fired. Then we got a new guy who comes with his own shit and is making
And
us
how
run his shit.
and like give me an example of what that would be like. The old guy always liked two guys in the backfield. The new guy always doesn't like two guys in the backfield. I'm trying to
Yeah,
show off.
and
I know
it's
what that
very
means.
and it's much more. There's a lot of similarities in today because everybody is taking advantage of everything that they see, just because we have film and we have replays and we can go back and look at it and make corrections. So everybody is in a sense kind of doing the same things, but just getting to it in different ways. So that's what the experience has been so far. Is just we're doing a lot of the same things, but it's just called different things. We're getting to it differently. Um, and that's basically summarized how it's been for me so far.
As the guy who gets the ball, they say that when you say something, and then the play starts when the guy moves the ball and hands it to you, and then that's your job to move the ball forward down the field.
Hmm.
Are there things that you like prefer, like as a quarterback? Like, uh are there, I guess, I don't have a full grasp on what different offenses are, but are there different offenses you prefer? Like, do you prefer, I'm just making this shit up, like that there's always five guys on the line, or are there things that you prefer, like there's always two wide receivers or lined up on the same side, or maybe it's like, hey, you like an offense that's always changing? Like, do you have a preference?
Yeah, I like having a variety and kind of like I think more what you're talking about. Like I said, all the structures of the offense are pretty similar, but then you've got different plays that are ran out of those structures. So there is a preference in play calls, and we give that to the coach before the game each time. Like we have a call sheet of all the plays we're going to run, and we rank our third downs. Like we rank them 1 to 5, and then we turn them into him, and then he calls the game based on what we like or what we don't like.
Wow, I didn't know that. Was it like that last year also with the offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Is that a standard practice in the NFL?
I think it just makes sense just because you don't want your guys running things that they're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just making up his thought process. So his thought process is it's 3rd and 4, and the ideal play is this, and the second ideal play is this, from his
Yeah. Oh,
opinion.
it's third
But
and
then he
four. Oh,
see
it's the first third and four. All right, this is what he said. This is what his number one was. Bam, we got it. Bam, the next third and four. All right, we did that one. All right, next he's got. All right, now we're gonna go with that one.
but he has to put in his own calculation too. I know this one's Tyson's favorite, but we've run it twice already, and they know the look or something, and so he'll switch to something else.
Exactly. Yeah. And
God,
once again, it's about 65% of it is whatever he wants to call. But then there's like a specific third down that we have ranked what we're the most comfortable with.
how many plays are there? Are you allowed to say?
Probably 100 in each game.
Damn.
Do you learn new plays as the year goes on?
Yeah.
Oh, so even you have to memorize all 100 of those plays and like the call sign that goes with them?
Yeah, and it's like you get the foundation of it, you got the meat and potatoes of what you're going to be doing, and then throughout the season he'll be like, all right, we're going to run this same formation that we've been running, but we're going to do this against them because they do this, and it'll work.
Oh,
Like
or they
little,
have this
so it's
guy
it's
here who's
not
an asshole who always comes in, we're moving everything over here.
exactly, yeah.
Crazy. Hey, what about that guy that they brought in last year on the defense who is an absolute monster? Did he come back? They brought him in like in the middle of the year. That he
Yeah.
doesn't even look human. That guy's there?
Yeah, he's still here. Yeah.
Is it Montel Sweat?
Montez Sweat. Yep.
Montez Sweat. And is he starting?
Yes.
And does he look like a freak when he shows up to practice just like he does on the screen? Like you're like, well, there's that giant dude.
Yeah, just abnormal looking person. Yeah.
Yeah, just like, hey, dude, you're part Titan. This is the human league.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. He's like yeah, I don't know what's the super ripped black dude on the in the that's in the games.
Oh, yeah, Chandler Smith.
Chandler Smith. He's like the Chandler Smith of football players. Like he's just like the ripped, weird looking dude of around. He's the abnormal of the abnormal.
Yeah. He's like
He's
super. Like everyone knows Superman could beat all the other dudes up.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
How many of those guys are there in the NFL?
Probably about 50.
So does every team have one?
Yeah.
You got to have at least one of those dudes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
if you don't, you really want one bad.
yeah. Yeah, right.
If you don't, you're on the lookout for one. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we paid $80 million for him.
That guy? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Well, I will say this. Because I hadn't been watching football, and last year was the first year I got back into football, and like he's unreal. And I just started. I don't usually watch the defense. That's a time to take a piss or something. But I started watching the defense when he was on it. I was like, wow,
our defense is unbelievable. Our defense is going to be really good this year.
Yeah, that must be fun. Do you watch the entire game?
I just watch the offense. I mean, when I'm out there on the field, I watch the game. Like I'm present on what's going on, but then like watching film, I don't watch our defense.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So when there's an interception, you're watching the defense because if there's an interception, it's time to put your helmet on and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It must be great. That must be another great feeling when there's an interception.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you get good field position, the momentum switches. It's wonderful.
I want to show this. I want to show this film. Are you on a phone or are you on a bigger screen?
I'm on a phone, but I can see everything perfect.
Okay, let me see. I thought I had the link, but for some reason I don't have it in my notes. A bearskin Tyson. I think it's Tyson. Let me see. Oh no, I do have it. I think I do have it.
You got it?
Yeah, there it is. So these are the guys that put the highlight together. Is it playing?
Film.
There we go.
That out.
Oh my God. What could you have done better? What could you have done better? Tell me, oh humble one. What the fuck could you have done better?
They're throwing a little bit less tempo on the ball.
Little less mustard on that.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question.
He looks like a 4-year-old trying to catch a butterfly. I know you don't want me to talk bad about your teammates, but Jesus criminy.
Oh, come on, man.
That's a bad motherfucker right there, Savon.
All right. Well, don't bring him to my house. I don't need to get fucking. My nose is perfect size. I could get punched.
Hey, how much have you worked on your footwork? If you watch every play, you're like you're glued to the ground, feet planted.
Yeah.
Is that intentional?
It's just important to play within the timing of your feet, and then you can play on time, and then also as soon as your feet get weird, the play's gotten weird, so you know when to either run or just get down, protect the ball.
And when you're watching like this play in particular here, right, you have your way that you're scanning the field. So you got your 1, 2, 3, and now as he comes back around, technically it'd be the 4th slot in there. As you're reading that, like how does that move in your mind? Because when I watch the play, it happens so fast that I don't even know how you watch people move across the field. And when I watch these breakdowns of your plays, and then I'm told what to look for, I could see it. But like, how quickly is that happening in real time for you? Like, does it slow down to where you really understand where everybody's at, or like?
Yeah, I mean, you know where everybody's at, but it doesn't slow down. You can kind of just cancel things out pretty quickly. So if you cancel it out, then it's like, all right, I'm not even looking at that. That anymore, and you can kind of just pencil in on who the ball could possibly go to.
Okay.
It's like